Hello and welcome, my name is Eve as always, and you're joining me for some more Pillars of Eternity. We are making a fair bit of progress here, but my characters are also quite tired, as you can see, fatigued, 3 of them, fatigue, minor fatigue. So I'm guessing maybe I have some items for them to use to get rid of the fatigue. I think this is just max endurance. And this is just endurance, and what does this do? Oil! I don't know. I don't think you should drink oil, to be honest. Milk. Refreshing and healthy. Potion of power. Holy shit. Yeah, we need that. We need that on me. And I could probably use this and put something there and something there, cause fuck it, you don't know, do you? And you have all the skills of that. Okay, good, that's pretty much it, I think. No real big point in doing what I just did, but yeah, let's take on the Hydra, Animat, and the Animat over there. So I think what we'll do is send in Mr. Fox. Okay. And while we do that, we don't have any more. No uses left. Okay, now I see. That's fine. I don't have uses of that either. Do I have that thunder thing? Yes, still? Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'll just send in the monk and I'll get you to shoot that. Where is the paladin? Palagina. There you are. Attack. Okay, it's fine. That's not doing much, is it? Let's attack with this silent scream thingy over there. You shoot with wounding shot to that one. And what was he supposed to do again? Run in?
Curse my aim!
Curses! I'm blinder than a horse.
Oh, we could probably do this. I think one of them. Yeah, that's a bit big area. Dancing bolts. That's a heal spell. That's sunbeam. Charm beast. No. Nope. Can't use that. Can't use that either. Oh, this is gonna be pesky. Let me just get a bit closer. And then I'll use Nature's Vigor.
Wait. Seal.
No, I need something stronger.
Okay, that's fine, it's fine. You need something stronger. Stronger than your fine great sword. That is a bit of a problem.
The archer's box from Varan.
Stand still.
Okay, and you should Whisper of Treason, Mind Wave. That's not important. I'll take his defenses, thank you very much. And you still shoot him.
I'm here.
And him. Okay, that's fine, that's the defenses taken for him. And that's nothing left to do. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? Let's do this. Come on, you can do it. Force of Anguishes, motherfucker. Oh, is it? Okay, you attack this guy then. Actually, just go into beast mode and fuck him up.
Blinder than a horsecock's back.
Going well, going well.
Miss.
Well, not really. But I have new friends to summon.
Stand still.
Okay, attack him. Okay, it's going well, it's going well, it's going well. This battle's going well. I think this animat's gonna die anytime soon now. Though it is quite pesky. Has pretty good damage reduction as well. Whoa, and is frightened. Holy shit. Come on, one more shot. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just gonna drop his loot.
Tired, I'd pay brothel rates just to nap.
No problem.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with you guys there. That is, it's very tough. But yeah, this is pretty cool, I have to say. And even though there's probably not many of you enjoying this game with me, I mean, it's not really to anyone's taste, but I kind of like these kind of games. And open the door. There's another statue in here, which is good. This is the... Is this a big one? Oh. Hello. Why am I suddenly in there and not there where I was? And it makes no sense. Take this guy in front of me. Iovaro. A column of Ager rises above you, stoic and resilient. Its rigid lay as a measuring stick for the passing of ages. It feels to you as a thick block of ice, and you perceive buried deep in its core a dim flickering flame, all but extinguished, yet preserved against the ravages of the elements. At your approach, the flames seem to steady and draw strength, and the layers separating it from you melt away, and you are bathed in its glow, a bright beacon in the gloom. The glow seems to fade as though you had adjusted to its intensity, and where it was, Iovaro seeps into existence, an idyllic shade hovering above the most moist present floor. Through ages, though ageless rather, fucking my pronunciation is so fucking terrible for this English thing. She appears somewhat different to you now, a slight stoop to her carriage, perhaps, or a trace of sunkenness in her eyes. There's a broad scar across her face, fibrous and wormy where flames once lapped, unhealed even in death.
So my love returns to me at long last.
Yep, sure love you, my babe.
You are so different now from who you were then, yet much remains the same. Old troubles with a new face.
Well,
what is it that has brought you here?
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, my dear. It would seem that I have unfinished business here.
I'd hoped after our last discussion you would find what you sought. Has it eluded you all this time? I can only guess your presence here has something to do with Theos. The energy of this place changes when he is near. I don't know what he has done, but I do know of the souls that pass through here now. They do not come by choice.
Theos diverted them from the cycle. He seeks to empower Whitaker and to blame Animancy for the damage he's caused.
After all this time, he would still stand against the tide.
You knew me when Theos did. There's something I need to know about that time.
I'll tell you what I remember.
There's something about that lifetime my soul can't let go of. I need to know what it is. And I'm running out of time. I see moments from that life, of you, of the Inquisition, of Theos.
I can see his influence, still hanging like a weight about your neck. So it always was. He had inspired something in you. We spoke of him the last time you were here also.
I was there before?
It was just after the trial. You were agitated. I think because you started to consider that what I was teaching may have been true.
And what was that? Iovaro's mouth tightens and her brow furrows, a look of pity. Her eyes shift back and forth between each of yours, as if looking for something that would help her decide whether to speak.
That the gods aren't real.
Told you guys she's a fucking atheist. Man, she's awesome. Ha 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 ha. Of course not. It all makes sense now.
Nonsense! Clearly she has not been on the receiving end of a god's ire. She'd know how real the gods can be.
Maybe.
But that's not... Is that the truth we've come for? That even the gods are false?
Pretty much.
That doesn't seem possible.
No, it is. Face the truth.
What I taught was that the gods whose faith we had been spreading were not gods at all, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
And how did you discover this?
The Nguithan missionaries all knew it, but they never told the rest of us. They meant it to be a secret that died with them, and in the end, they allowed their bloodlines to fade from memory. I had been assigned to join a few of them at a temple. I found the door to their chambers closed, but the room was stone and the door thin. Their voices carried. I heard enough. I investigated the things they spoke of, and everything was there, just as they said it'd be.
Okay, well that's pretty conclusive. Oh, she is not talking. Later on, after I left the Order, a few Nguithans found my words persuasive and joined my cause, but revealed what I did not already know. Who created these gods and for what?
They were conceived by Engwith, a
Engwith?
society of high minds and broad concerns. Theos' people.
Okay.
In their time, every people worshipped its own gods. Sometimes they warred over it. After a few wars of their own, the Nguithans sought an end to it. They devoted all their energy to finding the true creators.
Okay.
Generation after generation, they prodded and worked the stitching of the world and unlocked its secrets. One day, they found an answer. Except the answer was no answer at all. There were no gods to be found. Or if there ever were, they were gone.
That is pretty shocking.
It shook them, this finding. If they could discover this on their own, how long until others would? How long before war and chaos reigned over a world without consequence? But they had mastered many things in their pursuit of these answers. And with their mastery, they crafted their own gods to fill the void, and sent missionaries to the corners of the world to spread their faith.
Okay, that's pretty smart. So this is why you started your own faith?
I never thought of it as faith, but I think you are right to call it that. Let the world see. Let them decide what to do. That was my faith.
Okay.
I became a missionary because the gods brought me hope that I wanted to bring to others. For a time, the truth sent me to a dark place. Then the day came when I realized nothing had changed, that I still had a purpose, and the purpose was the same and it was worth living for. I began questioning the other missionaries in public, exposing their parlor tricks. In time, their following became mine.
You're like some kind of amazing atheist in the fantasy realm, aren't you? Well, is it true what you taught?
You asked me this once before. Nothing I can say would be any proof, and it may be certainty your soul craves. Resolution. But if you are bound for the same place Theos directs these souls, you will see for yourself, as you once did.
Sweet!
Everyone faces this truth at one time or another. Few confront it. Few have the stomach to ask what if. And in avoiding the question, they deny themselves an identity of their own.
Okay. Iovara scans her audience in silence, her eyes thoughtful, lingering on each member of your company in turn, finding interest in things unseen.
If all our common threads are spun from a lie, what's left to bind us together?
That's a good question to ask, Kana.
I don't know. I never found the answers I sought. But after all we have seen, I think the gods are not enough. Perhaps the threads are unraveling. The lie is too old.
Wow, Kana. You seem shocked.
I think maybe we are all meant to be divided. Every effort, every search for a single truth will end in failure. Because there is no single truth. We seek simple answers where there are none.
Sadly, this is true. More true than you realize, Kana.
Threads spun from falsehoods tend to unravel on their own, my friend. For it is in our natures to seek truth.
Sure is.
What if neither guide knew the way? How then would you choose a course?
Oh, he doesn't speak. If neither knew the way? Any student of well knows that your question is irrelevant, regardless of if they are wise or not. The gods cannot give you lasting wisdom. They can only inspire you to find wisdom in your own time.
What if our burdens come to us not because they are meant to be, but because they happen to be?
We fulfill them anyway, because they still matter to the people around us, even if we know better.
Fair enough.
What if even mastery over all things cannot answer the most basic of questions?
I stopped asking those questions long ago. It is enough to care for those we love with the time we have in this life.
What if the cycle of birth and death is nothing more than a tool of endless preoccupation?
Ooh. The grieving mother returns Yovara's gaze, nodding her head almost imperceptibly. For a moment, all is silent. Yovara nods back, seemingly moved by some unspoken understanding. You feel the weight of Yovara's translucent eyes upon your soul. What if we cannot be assured of nothing? Well, guys, we have a lot of options here, and I don't know is not the right one. It never is. It's never a decent answer to give someone. Okay, so let's go through the first 6 and see what we can do. Number 1 is then the only value is in the things we create ourselves. Sounds pretty good. Number 2, then we had best build our own strength so we can bear it. That's also quite good. Number 3, then only when we cease to exist as beings can peace be found. Nah, death is not the answer. Number 4, then it is the questions that have always posed more value than their answers. That is quite deep. Number 5, then the fewer people realize it, the better. Nah, then all we can do is endure. No. I think I'm gonna go with number 2. Then we had best build our own strength so we can bear it.
Yet strength is not given, but earned, and always in proportion to its cost. What will you sacrifice for yours, and who will pay the toll?
I'll sacrifice brandy, which I haven't had yet, and Kana will pay.
I ask these things not to trouble you, but to show why they must be confronted. No answer is simple, but somewhere between them all lies a truth so beautiful, not even a god could conceive it. Do we not owe ourselves a chance to find our part in it?
I think we do. Even without assurances, there is still truth.
That is truly what you believe. Then you are a far different person than the one I knew.
Yeah, I used to be a religious bigot. I'm sorry, and I tortured you to death, and I lied to you, I know.
I've been alone here with my thoughts for so long now. I've found peace with my failures, and with my punishment. I no longer curse fate for what might have been. But there is one thing that has clawed and scraped at my mind all these years.
Oh shit, man, she just
One thing
realized.
that will not be put to rest until I know. Until I understand.
Okay.
I need to know why you chose to remain with the Inquisition, even after you'd learned the truth. Do you remember?
God, sorry about that. My cat just walked into the room. And I was all like in the serious mood and all that, and he just fucking broke it. Gotta love fucking cats. Okay, let's see which answer we're gonna choose. So apparently my memory just got rehashed, even though I don't have a fucking clue to do it. Jeez, okay. All these options are kind of shit. I resented you is not a good one to choose. I don't want to choose that one. I wanted to please the gods. Actually, I was afraid of what Tails might do to me. I think that's the one.
Woodica gifted him a great many things, but his ability to manipulate was always his own. Good. Good. The things I taught, the things I believed. I needed to hear that. I needed to know it wasn't because...
It wasn't because what? I need to know it wasn't because after everything you'd learned, you'd still rather believe in a lie. That is horribly sad. If that is the conclusion people reach once they know everything, then my purpose has been mistaken. Jeez, okay. Did my opinion matter so much to you?
Of all that I loved you for, it was your righteousness most of all.
Aww.
You had heard both sides, seen everything. If not you, then who?
I see your point.
I'm aware of the folly of trying to learn so much from so little. I've had time to consider that in all its facets. But in the end, it was all I had.
So sad.
Even knowing what you've told me, some part of me knows it doesn't truly answer what I wished to know. Nor will an eternity of silent contemplation. I will have only my guesses and suspicions, and that will have to do.
That is quite sad. I'm really sorry, Aurora. I don't know what came over me in the past. Actually, I still don't remember what came over me in the past, but I feel quite bad.
And what of your understanding of our past? Are you at ease with the choice you made?
Well, I see the world differently now than I once did. I do regret what I did to you, and I wish your forgiveness.
I have always forgiven you. Though I didn't know your reason, I knew you. I knew we had had something wonderful once. Looking back at that has helped me through these many years.
Okay.
At first I thought this might be the source of your soul's anguish. But now I see I was mistaken. You are not divided on this matter. You have put it behind you. It is with Theos that your agony lies, in sun and shadow. Your questions are not for me, but for him. And it may be that only an answer from the mouth of Theos himself will satisfy your needs.
Yeah, I do agree with you there.
Yet if there is anything I can tell you that would be of use, ask and you shall know.
Are you bound here until the end of time?
In a matter of speaking. This is Braeth Yamen, the court of the penitents. Souls are confined here until they repent. They must beg the forgiveness of a god, pledge their soul to them, and they will be lifted from this place to the world above. In truth, they receive leniency, but not true mercy. The spite of Woodica is eternal. They linger above, at the side of the old court, and are not permitted to leave the island, forever severed from the cycle.
That is quite sad.
This prison was full once in the days of the Inquisition. But time weathers all things, even will. I'm the only tenant who remains. Yet, I feel their presence strongly now, as it was in the beginning. You have brought many of them here. They cry out for the judgment of Theos. You have struck some bargain with the gods, then.
The other gods aid me because they want Theos destroyed. I owe them no debt.
They aid you because they would bend you to their own purposes. Engwith built gods from ideals, and an ideal on its own is a grotesque and vicious thing.
Okay.
But these souls, these forgiven the gods have bequeathed you like chattel. They were loyal followers in life. They will be with you to the very end.
Well, let me ask you about something else. How can I get Theos to tell me what I need to know?
You will not find a more resolute being on all of Eora. There is no offer you could make, nor spell you could cast, nor pain you could inflict that would make him reveal what he hides. But I see you have become a watcher in this life. Perhaps in defeat, when he can no longer defend himself, you might learn something from him.
Okay, so punch him into submission. Good. Okay, it's time for me to go.
Theos will not wait for you. If you do not catch up to him now, you may never find him again.
Okay, so... There's a lot of options here, and I do kind of want it to join me, but I'm not gonna ask you to repent. I'm not gonna attack her, and I'm not gonna tell her anything else. It's time for me to go. Farewell, Iovara.
I am grateful you came and found me here, no matter the circumstances. You're not exactly who you once were, I have to remind myself. But seeing you one last time, and remembering what we shared, brief as it was better than anything I dared hope for in this place.
It's the hair, isn't it? Yeah, I know, it's pretty fucking disgusting, but anyway.
If ever we should meet again, in this life or any other, I hope to find you at peace.
Thank you, Iovara. Okay, well, she's fucking
Yeah.
stuck here. Yeah.
Be cautious.
And get a
Be
quick save
constant.
because I didn't want to...
Sure.
This is the... So, how do I get... Let's see the quest thingy. I've done as a demo guide. I've survived the fall, the part before me to the egg with, and sweet up, and if the good Thomas to the sun and shower with tails is bound. To see, this is Soul Aedra Prison, Soul Guardian's Pillars, Soul Aedra Prison. So it's just a prison. Okay, fine. Then I'll just get her back to sneaking. Who are you? All attack the Aedra Animate. Okay, no problem. No problemo. I'll just take, do this. Come on, you can do it. Close it.
Got it.
That's pretty cool. And, I'll just take his defenses for myself.
Damn! Curses! I'm blinded with the Warlock's back!
Got it.
Okay, that's cool. You are over there. And I don't have much spells left, do I? But I do have this thing.
Huh?
Curses! I'm blinder than a Warlock's back!
Wait.
Come on, you can do it. One more.
Yeah.
Kill the animals.
Curses! I'm blinder than a Horpox bat!
Wow, you sure are fucking talkative, aren't you? Okay, cool. It's another dead Aedra thing.
Tossed around in a snowstorm. I'm on the trail.
Oh, you guys are tired, aren't you? Bruised ribs. Oh well.
Hang on!
That was unexpected. That was really unexpected. Load.
Eh?
Okay, there's nothing over here. No reason to go there. Other than to die on the traps again. Which is probably a very bad idea. So we have just this side left to check out before we can find the fucking way. Unless it's over here. Soul Guardian. Let's just go back here and see quickly before we do something stupid. Like see the rest of the fucking area. Okay, no, it's not there.
I'll tinker with that.
Still
What could
can't
go
open
wrong?
that. Okay, good. So just gonna quick save again. Let's see some rocks over there. With a camping thingy.
So, it's true. The gods are a sham that
Some
people have
more
followed for thousands of years.
Monies. I think this is a good spot. We're actually gonna camp now. So I'm gonna end this episode right here and then continue on from here onwards. Anyway, cheers.